to this shoulder seam so we can lock the two colors together. So you want to pin them in place. Make sure your seam allowances are pressed open. So before we put all this together, we know we need to make sure everything is lined up correctly. My center backs are lined up to my center backs. And you may want to use your zipper foot, but you just want to stitch right up to the seam. You don't want to stitch to the left of it. And we're going to sew the two together from end to end. So the colors together from end to end. So see, these are pushed in, and we just sewing the outside edges together. So that's going to force them to lay flat. So I want to stitch those two together. Regular seam allowance. You always back stitch. Make sure you stay on the right of that stitch, because we want to alter the collar. Like you can see, it's going to be a little tedious, but make sure the other part underneath is not getting caught in there either in the seam, so it's not throwing it off. So it's a lot of little things to finish up the suit. It seems like, okay, I'm almost done, I'm almost done. Well, yeah, but it's a lot of little things like this, which is real tedious because it's only a 1/4" seam allowance. So we're trying to lock the two collars together so when it's on the one, it's not shifting and moving from the other. So just take your time, don't be in a hurry. The other thing you can do is you can sew it by hand, but why would you when you can do it on the machine, right? In a fraction of the time. So that's good.
So we do have the option to sew it by hand.
Yeah, if you feel like you're not confident and you can't do it like this on the machine, or if you use the zipper foot, if you use the zipper foot with the opening on the left side, then it'll get over closer, right? Alright, I know I asked everybody not to record me. I have not changed my mind. Alright, so we had the collars joined together. Now we need to understitch. So we're going to understitch the lapels, the facing and the jacket lapel. So now my collars, they join together here at the neck. Okay? But I need to understitch my facing. So on the top, from here to my break point, I'm going to understitch on my jacket. Then I'm going to flip it in reverse and understitch on my facing. Okay, so these are joined together. I need to push everything under here out of the way. And then go up to the top as much as possible. So when you press it, you need to press the seam. Just a minute. Press the seam at the top to the break point toward the jacket. Then at the break point, press the seams together toward the facing. So we're going to stitch this half in reverse and then stitch the other half. So what's your question?
How did you find the break point?
The break point, I'll show you all where it's at. You have a little notch on your jacket exactly where the break point is at. And then to make sure I had it right, I just went and lined it up against my old jacket hanging up there. And the stitches on there, so you can look on there and you'll see exactly where it's at. And how I stopped on one side and went to the other side. So here, I want to go up as far as I can go. And I'm going to line up the seam right next to the inside of the foot. So that'll be my guideline. And I'm going to edge stitch. So you want to press it good before you stitch it. So I pressed it so it's laying nice and flat. It's no resistance. I have a pin right here at my break point. And I'm stitching through both of the seams. But otherwise it's serving no purpose. So I already pressed it. So I know right here I'm going to reverse it. And now I'm going to start stitching on the other side. So now I'm going to take this edge and line it up against the inside of the foot on the other side. And now I'm going to stitch on the right. So I'm going to edge stitch here. So make sure, like I said, there's nothing caught underneath there because you don't want to have to pick it out. And stitch down as far as you can. And when you get to the bottom, back stitch. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. That this stitch is on the inside, and when the lapel rolls over, you can't see it because now it's on the other side, on the other half. It's the understitch. What it helps you to do is when you press the jacket, it's going to force it to roll right here and cover up that seam and make the edge look really nice. Alright? So when you all get to that point, I'll come around and help you check and make sure that it's coming out right and you're stitching it in the right place. Okay?